Hello my friends, my name is Tim Johnson. The title of this video is Never Give Up on Getting Sober. And the reason I'm making it today is that I've had contact from quite a few people, both by email and on the comment section of the last few videos I've made, about the fact that they've taken another drink or a drug and they're literally beating themselves up about it. Things have turned bad and they've hit a massive bottom again, basically. And what I want from this video is to pass on a message to you. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you 4 tips, very simple tips, that you can make into daily habits that will help strengthen you in early sobriety. They're not the be-all and end-all. They're not going to solve every problem, but they're going to help you and they're going to make you stronger. First of all, please subscribe to the channel, share the videos if you think they're helpful, like them. It means more people will see them and hopefully they'll help more people, and that's the sole purpose of these things. And I apologise for wearing a vest again, but we're in the middle of a massive heat wave here in Spain. It's 42 centigrade today, which for those of you in America watching this is about 107, 108 Fahrenheit. And there's no let up to that until Tuesday, I believe. So it is extremely hot. Drinking plenty of water. Anyway, this video. Early sobriety is very, very difficult. As I talked about in the last video, it's the hardest time. It's the time when most people slip back into old habits and haven't learned the coping mechanisms yet. They're flooded with all sorts of returning emotions that have been numbed by drugs and alcohol. They're finding life very difficult without their drug or alcohol. They're frightened without it. They find it difficult to deal with the highs and the lows. And life is like that, isn't it? And I've talked many times on this channel about the flat line, if you like. If we didn't have these massive highs and massive lows in life, it'd just be a flat line instead of this great zigzag that we live. And that's life. You know, if it was flatline, we'd be dead. You know, whoever you are, whatever your circumstances, you're going to have amazing, great times, joyous times, and you're going to be in the depths of despair at certain points in your life for various reasons. And that's life. And that's the hardest part of early sobriety, if you like, learning to deal with life, to deal with emotions again, returning emotions. And it's very easy if things go sour or things go bad, or you get, and I've talked in the last video about hungry, angry, lonely, tired. That's just one element of it. You know, things happen. You're going to get angry, you're going to get disappointed, you're going to be incredibly sad, and you're also going to be incredibly happy. And some people use alcohol and drugs because of that. You know, so you have to learn to deal with those returning emotions, to deal with them in a way, a clear-headed way. And you're much more able to do that when you're sober. But it's not easy to learn to live this new life. But the first thing to say is, it very rarely sticks with people first time sobriety. It certainly didn't for me. It took me many, many years, many tries, many disappointments, periods of long sobriety and then relapse, periods of very short sobriety and relapse. Went on for years before it stuck. And I really wish it had stuck sooner, because it's a joyous life. It's not the answer to everything. You know, you're going to, like I say, have bad times and you're going to have great times. And there's the old saying, isn't there, about happiness. You know, I'm not saying that sobriety will bring you happiness, but it'll help you live your life in a much more clear-headed joyous way, if you like. You'll learn to appreciate things more. You'll learn to appreciate the small things and to live life in the moment and be grateful. And there are things that are lacking when you're not sober. You're always in this pit of depression and despair and beating yourself up, self-hatred. And that's another thing to quickly mention. If you've slipped, if you've taken a drink or a drug, you need, and I know it's really difficult because I know what it's like, and I certainly beat myself up about it and got very despondent and angry, and that made things a lot worse. Try not to beat yourself up. It's the old saying, isn't it? Never, never, never give up. And the best way out is always through. You've got to go through these things. You've got to learn to live your life again without alcohol, and it's very different. As I said in the last video, it means new friends, it means going to new places, it means developing new habits, it means a whole new way of life, recreating yourself. And that doesn't happen overnight, and you can't beat yourself up if you have a slip. You've really just got to get back on it again and think of it as a lesson. And I know it's trite to say it's a lesson, but I mean, people say, when you relapse and stuff like that, it's a lesson learned, and it's really difficult though not to beat yourself up about it and feel shitty about yourself and angry with yourself. But as I said in the last video, those negative emotions you can use for fuel, to fuel you into driving you into learning new habits, new way of life. Happiness is, it doesn't happen overnight. It's not a destination you're looking for, it's on the way. You'll find it every day of your life without looking for it. You just learn to live in easy accordance with fate. And that's a motto of mine. In other words, whatever happens, you have to go with it. You can't control it. And that's another thing you've got to learn, to let go of control. You can't control all the stuff that happens to you. You can't control how other people behave towards you or towards others. You've just got to live in, like I say, in easy accordance with fate, and just let life happen and do the best you can. And I've got a saying, always my best. And that's what I do on a day-to-day basis. I just do my best. And that's my best, and I have no regrets at the end of the day, because I know whatever happens during that day, I've just done the best I can. And I'm not perfect, I'm perfectly imperfect, if you like. And things happen and I can't control, and bad things happen and good things happen, like I say. So don't beat yourself up. You're perfectly imperfect. These things happen. You just have to never, never, never give up and get back on it again and just do your best each day. And then you can have no regrets. If you do your best, you can have no regrets, because you can't do anything else, can you? So I just want to give a word of encouragement to all of you out there that have slipped, and tell you that it's not impossible to never give up, just to keep doing your best, and to learn each day to deal with the emotions that come to you and flood you, and you're much more able to deal with them when you're sober, and you're much more used to your family and your friends and yourself when you've got a clear head and you're focused. And you have to remember that. The 4 tips I just want to give you quickly, and these are really simple tips. It takes 28 days minimum doing daily to create a habit. And you can make these daily habits very simply, and they'll go towards, you can add to them as you go on. I'll make a video, there's lots of habits you can include in your day. But these 4 may sound stupid, simple, but that's where I started, and they've stood me in good stead and given me a great deal of strength. It was like a building block. The first thing, and sounds really silly this, but when you first wake up in the morning, try and drink half a pint to a pint of water, with squeezed lemon in if you can, but just plain filtered water. half the time when you have cravings and stuff like that, and it's because you have a lack of energy, or you're thirsty, or you're hungry, or you don't recognize these feelings for what they are. At the beginning of your day, when you first wake up, you're dehydrated. You sleep. You've been asleep. You've had no fluid while you've been asleep. Your body is dehydrated. Your mind is dehydrated. Make the first thing you do, reach for a pint of water and drink it. Filtered, mineral water. Squeeze lemon in if you can. It'll give you energy and focus. Start your day in a good way. The second thing that I always do is when I first open my eyes, I've drunk my water, I lay back down. Now, I'm not going to say meditate. If meditate's what you want to do, it's great, because it'll help you in every single way. It'll bring you focus, calm to your day, all the rest of it. What I tend to do, I do Wim Hof breathing. But again, that's more advanced if you like. Just lie back. The second tip is just lie back, close your eyes, and thank the universe, God, or whoever you want to thank, the fact that you're alive, that it's a miracle. And then think of 5 things that you're grateful for, and just think of them on them for 5 or 10 minutes. And it may be that you've got your health, or you're newly sober. It may be you've got a roof over your head, or a bed to sleep in, or clothes to wear, or water from the tap, or food to eat. Anything. 5 things that you're grateful for, and think on them. The third thing, always include in your day at least a 20-minute walk. Now, if you live, I'm talking about, if you live in the countryside or near a park, all the better, because if it's in nature, it's even better for you. But the fact that you can be outside in the daylight, the sunlight, the fresh air, move your body for 20 minutes minimum, half an hour, more if you can. And the thing to say about these little tips, please don't say you haven't got time and you're too busy and this is happening and that's happening. Just set your alarm half an hour earlier. Find time. You can always find time. All these things combined don't take more than 45 minutes to an hour. If that, less than that. So that's it, a walk in nature if possible, 20 minutes to half an hour, breathing in, breathing out. Just enjoying moving your body every single day. And the fourth thing, set yourself a daily goal, however small it is, and it will be small when you first get into recovery. It might be just having a shower, when you're first sober, and that's a goal every single day, because it wasn't happening before. Whatever it is, a daily goal. It might be learning something new that day. It might be helping someone. It might be whatever it is. But if you achieve that goal each day, then it will make you feel good. It will release good chemicals. It will help you and strengthen you. And if you're doing those 4 daily things, it just gives you a good mindset and energy. And on top of that, looking at your diet, and it's a sort of 5th thing if you like, but eating a good, balanced, clean diet and supplementing like I talked about in the last video, which I've linked to this one, so please look at it. Supplements and diet are key, so eat clean, don't eat rubbish. Make sure you got your plenty of greens. Eat the rainbow is the old saying, because the more phytochemicals and antioxidants you can get and dense nutrients into your body, the better in early sobriety. It all helps keep you sober. But the predominant message from this video is don't beat yourself up. Never give up, because you can do it. You can do it. It doesn't matter how many times it takes, one day it will stick. Carpe diem. Seize the day today. Make today the day you change your life. Much love to you all. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe, like and share the videos. Thank you.